I did grow up being on the farm most of my life, not being able to go out into sports or activities during my childhood days. Actually, when I was in the 6th or 7th grade, I had to come home immediately from school, which was 4 miles away, to come back to work on a farm until it gets dark. And there were no weekends for us during that period. We had to work on the farm throughout the year.
Do you recall what your father and mother thought about the attack? Did they have a reaction?
They used some languages. They said, "We're in trouble now because you're an American citizen and I'm a Japanese citizen. But you are an American citizen, you act as an American citizen. We gotta suffer because I think they're gonna come after us." And sure enough, they did. Immediately, the FBI and the people from the military came in to search our home area and look into our house. What happened is, how I got in the Army is, when they asked for volunteers, I was really fed up with working on the farm. You know, it's been tiresome, and I was young at that time. So several of my neighbors that were farmers about my age, we got together and said, "Hey, let's go volunteer." So we all went down to volunteer, and we were called immediately. And when they called us, my parents really went crazy. How come you didn't tell us? But, well, if I told you, you wouldn't let me go. So 4 of the boys in my neighborhood that were all rice farmers went together, and we got in. I said, "Here's my chance to see the world and fight for Uncle Sam." I went right away. In one place, there's a sergeant that came to talk to us, said, you, truck drivers. Truck drivers. I drove truck while working here, hauling coconuts and hauling the rice over, but those trucks were small compared to the trucks that they have. It's a 6x6 and 2.5-ton trucks. And the sergeant said, "Saiki, can you drive a truck?" "I guess so," I said. "Jump on this truck and drive." And I didn't know how to double clutch at that time. We didn't have that kind of truck like double clutch in a truck. And he came with me and said, "Don't give me that. You never drove a truck before." I said, "I never drove this kind of truck." So he taught me. He was nice enough. He taught me double clutch and things. So he put me in there, and from there on, I was a truck driver. And the basic training in Camp Shelby, where we have to sit on the ground and listen to the captain or the lieutenant or the sergeant teach us about the rifle nomenclature and things, and about what the GI have to know. While sitting down there, all the chiggers getting onto you. Go home at night, you have to dig it up. All over in you, cockles and all. When I went there, I would look at the listing. I saw the name. So I went up to visit them and told what my name was and who I was. And they were thrilled. And I was thrilled too. They all look like me too. Real first cousins, so we look alike. And then I got to meet them. And when I made my first trip, I didn't think I was going to meet them, so I didn't bring anything. But when on my second trip, I got whatever I could from the PX to bring for them. It was, I felt so sorry for them, even losing everything what they had, what they built up, and what they got to go through, and still seeing that a lot of these mainland boys volunteered in the Army.